Le Mans really for me is the greatest race in the world and one of the biggest sports and challenges there is. I think probably one of the greatest tests of man and machine.
It's very, very difficult, very demanding for the car, for the driver, for the crew.
The Le Mans driver needs many good qualities to succeed in the race.
I think that the sign of a good Le Mans driver is someone that can be, comfortably quick. They're also really reliable. Whatever condition, they always bring the car home.
Obviously, the race is 24 hours, so you have to be consistent and you have to think about the long game. It's not all about diving down the inside in the first corner. There's so many challenges that we're facing on track this year.
Things that make Le Mans really difficult, and one of the most difficult races in the world, is the traffic. You come across a car every single lap, whether it be a GT car, LMP2 car.
It's a very long track with a very long straight, very hard braking. You go to the Porsche curve where it's a mega quick corner, and so also very demanding.
Of course, the weather at Le Mans is very unpredictable. There always seems every year to be some sort of downpour at some point, but it's out of our control, so we just have to prepare for it and act when and if a big rain downpour happens.
And then, of course, you drive at night, and at night, when you are driving at 3:40, it's something very special.
So sometimes, especially in the nights, around 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, you can go down the Mulsanne and you can get a lot of different smells. A lot of the time it's barbecue. You don't want to be stuck behind the safety car for too long smelling that smell because it makes you feel really hungry.
The endurance aspect is a huge part of it.
You are able to do like a five stints in a row, so it's like 4 hours driving, so it's very demanding physically.
We can't really practice that until we're there, but we just have to make sure we're physically ready and keep ourselves mentally in the zone.
The adrenaline gets you through, but as soon as the checker flag falls, everything hits you, and I think for the next week I was pretty much sleeping 12, 13 hours a day, so it certainly takes it out of you.
Just like the car, the way we've gone about choosing our driver lineup is very different to the others. Of course, we've got our GT Academy guys that have come from the PlayStation rather than go-karting or the new channels of motor racing. And then you've got people like Olivier Pla and Harry Tinknell who have come from LMP2, which of course has been the Nissan engine formula for the last few years. So we know these guys very, very well, and it's fantastic to see them step up.
The mix of drivers we've got here at Nissan is absolutely fantastic. Some never done single-seaters, some only done single-seaters, some never done endurance racing, some done lots, some have been racing for 20 odd years and some have been racing too. So there's absolutely drives from all ends of the scale.
People always talk about 3 drivers working together in one car. Actually, it's about the 9 drivers working together across the 3 cars. We've got to share information between those drivers, they've got to share their experiences, the setup on the cars, and also the way that they approach the week, especially for those that have never done Le Mans before. We've got 3 drivers that have never done Le Mans in this category. It's going to be very, very different for them, and they need to lean on the drivers that have been at Le Mans for that experience and that knowledge.
Well, teamwork, it's maybe one of the most important things in endurance. We need a lot of crew to run the car. So we are sharing the car with 2 other drivers. So we have to make sure that we have a good relationship and we are on the same page.
Teamwork is everything at Le Mans. In single-seaters, your teammate is your biggest enemy, whereas at Le Mans, he's your biggest friend, and you really have to work together like clockwork. And the same with the mechanics and the pit stops, everything has to flow perfectly. We'll be doing up to 25 pit stops maybe during the race, so that's 25 opportunities for stops, issues with the tyres and the fuel and everything like that. So this has to be practiced meticulously before we get there.
For most of these drivers, this is the pinnacle. Le Mans is the race of their lives.
For me personally, I think to be able to race in the top class of Le Mans after 3.5 years of racing with Nissan is incredible.
Well, to be able to drive at Le Mans is a super exciting experience. I've always wanted to do it, even before I got to F1, and now I've got the chance, especially in a work LMP1 manufacturer. I literally can't wait.